But for our football terms, perfect place for Deshaun Watson. Perfect place. Welcome to Refuse to Lose. My name is Joe Jordan. I'm your host today. Today we're going to talk about Deshaun Watson getting traded to the Cleveland Browns. So this move was very surprising because he announced that Cleveland was out of the race and it was down between Atlanta and New Orleans, which I thought he'll go to New Orleans because it was a better fit than Atlanta. But I also said on a weekly special that the best place for him, Cleveland Browns. And then he had a change of heart and went to Cleveland and a change of heart because $230 million guaranteed. So now he has the legal issues going on. 22 women, sexual assault and things like that. He has 22 women came out and actually are accusing him of sexual assault and etc. And, it's a tough subject to talk about, obviously, because we're talking about something that's sexual. We're not talking about like something like domestic violence or, something with drugs, or we're talking about something sexual. So, and it involves women. And when you talking about a man and a woman, it's a sensitive subject. So I'm not a lawyer. I wasn't there when, with these 22 women when Deshaun was with them. So I don't know the truth. But it was very surprising to see the Cleveland Browns to give him a fully guaranteed contract while going through this situation. That tells me because, they trust Deshaun. Here's the thing, though. In life, what I learned in life is this. I'm not saying Deshaun is innocent. I'm not saying he's guilty. But I know about this in life. People could be good liars, or people could be bad truth tellers. All right. You can be a great liar. When I say great liar, I mean that you can have a straight face. I mean, you can look at me right in my eye and you could be telling me a bold-faced lie. And then you have guys who can't look you in the eye, who look suspicious, but they actually got to tell you the truth. So you honestly don't know when someone is telling the truth until you see the facts. All right. So the fact that the Browns trusted him enough without being there, without knowing him personally, to give him a $230 million contract, that showed you how desperate they were to get Deshaun Watson to turn his franchise to a winning organization, which is a huge risk. And they even anticipated that he's going to get suspended this year by only paying him $1 million this year. So if he gets suspended, he won't be getting fined really that much money. So it is, I was surprised. I really was. That's the biggest guaranteed contract in NFL history. And it goes to a guy who's currently under investigation of 22 women charged for sexual assault. So, hey, the Browns were desperate. I would never done that because at the end of the day, you gotta have, I don't think it was, I'm not gonna say that word. Hey, I would have never done that. I would have waited until the facts came out to get all that guaranteed money. I wouldn't, and I don't mind them signing him because it's his work as they work. But giving him a $230 million guaranteed contract, you don't know the truth. But the truth just sets you free. But for our football terms, perfect place for Deshaun Watson. Perfect place. Great running game, Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb. Best running duo in the NFL, really. They would have finished with the number one rushing attack, but they both were in and out because of COVID and injuries. Kareem Hunt missed like 6-7 games because he got hurt. You got a top three, I would say top three offensive line. Deshaun Watson has never had a great offensive line. His years as a Texan, he was running around like a chicken with his head cut off. He's running for his life every single play. Now, a lot of those times he would force the issue, but hey, that's what happens when every time you hike the ball off, somebody's gonna be in the backfield. All right. They brought in Amari Cooper. You got People Jones. You got some stuff over there. All right. And on top of that, you have a good defense. You have a legitimate top 3, top 5 defense. All right. Well, playmakers. You got Warren. You got Warren in the back end of the defense. You got Myles Garrett in the front end of the defense. I mean, you have playmakers on both sides of the ball. The Browns were a quarterback away, right? I didn't have time. I wish I would have done this, but should have went to East Browns game. And I'm pretty sure if Deshaun was the quarterback versus Baker Mayfield, this team would have been what the Bengals were last year. This could have been the Browns or even better if that was Deshaun Watson at quarterback versus Baker Mayfield. All right. So I think Deshaun Watson is in a great situation for the football reasons. He made a great decision, football reasons. And the Browns made a great decision, football reason wise, right? Because they have a franchise quarterback that could be there for a long time. He's like 26 years old. That's rare to see a 26-year-old quarterback in his prime be available for a trade. And you look at his people try to scarf his years, his last year in Houston, winning only 4 games. But you got to think about the situation. Bill O'Brien tore that franchise down. They got rid of him. He got rid of DeAndre Hopkins for a bag of Doritos and some in a 7-Up, basically, right? He just got rid of DeAndre Hopkins. So basically, right, he had no, but then Fuller, his second receiver, he was out for at least, I think, 5 or 6 games that year. And he had a terrible offensive line. He still led the NFL in passing yards that year. It was so bad for the Texans that J.J. Watt actually apologized to Deshaun Watson for wasting the season, wasting a great season by him. You know, so Deshaun Watson, you in a great situation, but this legal stuff is another story. But football-wise, he's in a great spot, and Cleveland is a force to be reckoned with. Cleveland is, me personally, if Deshaun was able to play the full season, I would say that Cleveland is the best team in the AFC North. Deshaun Watson, listen, Lamar, I like Lamar. You know, Joe Burrow, I like Joe Burrow, and Mitchell Trubisky. There's a new sheriff in town called Deshaun Watson. So that's all I have for you guys today, and I'll see y'all next episode. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.